A ghost ship, SS Ourang Medan. It was June 1947. The waters of the Malacca Strait shimmered under a heavy, oppressive sun. This narrow corridor between Sumatra and Malaysia had always been one of the busiest and most dangerous shipping lanes in the world. For centuries, sailors feared its shallow reefs, its unpredictable storms, and the secrets it seemed to hide. That morning, without warning, a signal broke across the airwaves. A Morse code distress call. The operator struggled to decode the words, but once they were clear, the blood in his veins turned cold. All officers, including the captain, are dead, lying in chart room and bridge. Possibly whole crew dead. There was a pause and then one last message. I die. Silence followed. The air itself seemed to hold its breath. No ship had ever sent a message like that before, as though death itself had spoken through the radio. The vessel identified itself as the SS Ourang Medan. But almost immediately, confusion began. No official registry contained its name. No ports admitted seeing it depart. It was as if the ship existed only in that moment. A ghost with a name. The nearest vessel, on the Silver Star, an American merchant ship, and a few smaller freighters, altered course. Coordinates placed the Ourang Medan drifting somewhere off Sumatra. The crew of the Silver Star prepared for a rescue, but none of them could imagine what they were about to witness. Hours passed. The tropical sun began to dip low, veiling the sea in a haze of gold and gray. And then, through a curtain of mist, they saw it. The Ourang Medan, a lifeless hulk, steel gray against the horizon. Its flag hung slack. No smoke rose from its funnels. The sea was calm, yet the ship drifted unnaturally, as though guided by no hand at all. Rescue boats approached cautiously. The air around the ship felt heavy. A strange silence pressed down. No voices, no footsteps, not even the sound of machinery. It was as though life itself had abandoned the vessel. Climbing the rust-stained ladders, the rescuers boarded the deck. And what they found turned their blood to ice. Bodies, dozens of them, scattered across the deck like fallen statues. Eyes wide open, mouths frozen mid-scream. Arms twisted toward the sky, as though reaching for something or trying to fight something invisible. Even the ship's dog was dead, teeth bared, eyes bulging with terror. Inside, the horror only deepened. In the chart room, the captain's body was slumped over his desk, his face locked in a grimace of pure dread. On the bridge, officers lay collapsed at their stations, staring blindly into nothing. In the engine room, engineers lay sprawled beside their machines, as if struck down in the middle of work. But the most chilling of all was the radio operator. He still sat upright in his chair, his cold fingers locked on the Morse key. His eyes were wide open, and his lips slightly parted, as though the words, "I die," had barely left them. The rescuers searched every deck. Not a single living soul remained. And yet, there were no wounds, no signs of a struggle, no evidence of disease, just terror etched permanently onto every face. An unnatural chill hung over the ship, even in the sweltering tropical heat. The rescuers swore they felt watched, as though unseen eyes studied their every move. The silence was unbearable. Only the groan of the ship's steel hull echoed through the corridors. In the cargo hold, they found heavy steel doors, sealed shut with chains. No one dared break them open. What lay inside remains a mystery to this day. As the Silver Star prepared to tow the vessel back to port, something unexpected happened. Smoke began to drift up from the lower decks. At first, it was faint, a thin gray wisp curling into the sky. But within minutes, flames erupted, racing along the ship's spine. The rescuers barely had time to cut the tow lines and scramble back to safety. And then, the Ourang Medan erupted. A violent explosion tore through its hull, splitting steel and blasting fire high into the sky. The shock wave rolled across the water, nearly capsizing the rescue boats. And in less than 5 minutes, the entire ship was gone. The ocean swallowed it whole, leaving behind nothing but black smoke and scattered debris. The mystery deepened. No investigation was ever officially recorded. Some claim the ship carried deadly chemical weapons left over from World War II, phosgene gas, or potassium cyanide, that leaked and killed the crew in an instant. Others whispered that the cargo hold contained something darker, artifacts stolen, experiments hidden, or evidence of something the world was never meant to see. Skeptics dismissed the entire story, saying the Ourang Medan never existed, that it was nothing but a sailor's legend. Yet too many witnesses swore they had heard the SOS. Too many swore they had seen the drifting vessel with their own eyes. And one fact remains undeniable. The coordinates where the ship supposedly sank have been searched many times. No wreck has ever been found. So what truly happened in 1947? Was the SS Ourang Medan simply another casualty of war's poisonous secrets? Or did something far more unearthly unfold aboard that ghost ship? Something that silenced an entire crew in a single breath. Even today, the Malacca Strait is busy with ships carrying millions of tons of cargo. But sailors still whisper that, on certain nights when the fog is thick and the sea is quiet, they have seen a shadow on the horizon, a massive ship drifting slowly, with no lights, no sound, no life. Some say it's just imagination. Others swear it's the Ourang Medan, forever sailing the waters where it died. And so, I leave you with this question. What really happened to the SS Ourang Medan? A chemical accident, a cover-up, or something that defies every explanation we know? And if the ocean floor still holds the truth, do we really want to uncover it?